Alright, welcome to the second episode of the Copilots podcast. I am Topias, one of the co-hosts, and I am joined here by...
Yo, it's Vishwa Jad, how you doing?
Shall we?
That was a bit of an awkward sentence.
Nah, it doesn't have to be too bad. Anyway, so
Yes.
today we're going to be touching on a lot of topics. We're not going to be focusing on any specific one.
That's
But
true.
we thought it might be interesting to give some of our hot takes for you so that you can judge what we are like as people,
Very hot.
as well as that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I see the title of this episode is called Navigating Life.
Yeah.
It keeps it vague enough to see whatever we want to talk about. Nice title. But yeah, what do you want to start off with? We have a bunch of things, as we know.
Yeah.
We've done
yeah.
the first episode, the pilot episode.
Yeah.
That's off our chest. Hopefully this is releasing soon after that one.
Yeah.
And the first biggest thing we upgraded, we have a lot better camera and mic quality now.
Yeah, indeed.
You know,
So
the first
you're
one
welcome.
did so well, so we just
Exactly.
upgraded.
Exactly.
But yeah, so welcome to this new, better quality than last time for sure, and perhaps mic audio.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
good.
our presentation as well, but we can't promise that.
No, we can't. Never promise that.
With topics.
Yeah, they're here.
Yeah, I'll just put them on my foot.
Sure, we can first start off with long-term future plans and dreams.
Yeah, okay. So, 10 years from now,
Oh wow, 10 years.
give me a country, a point in life, as in if you want to have family by then, if you want to be married, give me an industry and your dream job and anything else that comes to mind, but like, let's start with those three.
What was the first one again?
Country, where you want to see yourself.
Oh, it's
And
a
maybe
good one.
city as well, if you know.
I feel like that country will answer a lot of the questions in a way.
Yeah.
10 years from now, will be 2033.
Yeah.
I'll be around 30.
Yeah.
I think I will be maybe a mix of somewhere in the West and India.
Yeah.
I do see myself going back to India for a little bit. I don't know if I'll be living there for living, as in like fully living there. I mean, I do have a home there, I have family there, so I will be visiting them.
Yeah.
And my parents might decide to move there and live there if they want to, because well, most of their family is also there.
Yeah.
But apart from those reasons, the other reasons to not stay in India is for job opportunities, which is, you know. Yep, it's good.
Good.
Yeah, it works, I think.
Beautiful.
Alright.
Yeah. Get comfortable?
But yeah, essentially, Kill Bill wasn't that great of a movie, I found. But I heard good things about it.
Yeah.
Did you find it any differently, or was it just...
Yeah, I just feel like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wasn't the right thing for the time. Yeah, no, Kill Bill. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I actually saw it, so I'm not gonna say anything. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I do
mean,
remember the hype around it. Though.
Speaking of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson,
Yeah.
we have some hot takes that we'll talk about probably next time.
I think
about
so
how
as
he is
well.
an actor.
Yeah.
But it's been good. We talked about some music,
Yeah.
a bit of movies.
Mhm.
We'll hopefully continue this next time
I think so as well.
with some even hotter takes.
Yeah, for sure.
And
That's what the sunglasses are for.
yeah, I mean, speaking of the sunglasses, now we have to put them on.
Of course. But as per usual, go like and subscribe. Click the bell notification button on Spotify, and fuck. What did I?
But as per usual, click likes. Fuck. As per usual, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you can never miss an update from us. And make sure to see us next time.
Yeah. And this has been.
The Copilots. And we'll see you guys next time.
Man, that was so bad. We have to do it again.
Okay.
like this has been the co-pilots, and we just go.
Alright.
Yeah.
This has been the Copilots. See ya.
I feel like we could still do it better. Like
How do you
say
wanna
the co-pilots together, and then. Okay.
We can say this has been, and look at each other. The
Yeah.
Copilots.
Okay. This has been.
The Copilots.
Exactly.
Can we do something cooler, maybe?
I can twerk. Yeah.
Maybe we can do like a dramatic one.
Okay.
Like you can say this has been, like we can say look at each other, we go this has been, and we look at the camera, the co-pilots.
Okay. Fuck it.
Right?
And know this, just taking our sunglasses.
Yeah, and we look at the camera and say the co-pilots. Okay.
Okay. This has been
The co-pilots.
That was good. That was really good.
Alright.
That was like 8 takes in 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, just professional career. Where do you want to be in 10 years' time?
That's a good one. I mean, I will still be in my young years. 30 is still quite young. Yeah. It's sort of, I guess, sort of the peak of of one's human life. But you know, my dream goal, which I don't think I've mentioned on the podcast yet, is to become an astronaut and go to Mars, or at least participate in some way to go there, because I truly believe that, you know, humans we're born to explore, and that's what we do best. And Earth is a great planet, and I'm not saying we should abandon Earth or anything, and we should just go to Mars. No. Earth is a great planet, but I'm saying we protect Earth and we have to expand on Mars.
Yeah.
And why? Because why not? Like, this is one of the finest periods in human history. We have never been closer to be able to do something like this before, and I think it makes sense. So that's one of my personal goals.
Yeah.
And you know, when the next 10 years, I want to see myself get closer to that. Of course, it's not my final goal, but I want it to be as one of my. I can just say to someone, "Hey, I did that.
Yeah,
I did this."
Cool it's a thing. Long trip, huh?
It's a pretty long.
A lot
trip.
of flying.
It's a lot of flying. It's a lot of flying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And tell me, when did you actually get the idea to become an astronaut in the first place?
It's a good question. I don't know. Like since I was a kid, I was always just interested in space.
Yeah.
I think a lot of kids are actually, and in terms of like, actually kids are, when you're young, you're really interested in science.
Yeah, you're just curious.
You're just curious. You don't think about science. You're just like, whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah, exactly. At an older age, you realize that you get there by becoming more proficient in science.
Yeah.
And that's the whole beauty of studying a STEM discipline.
Yeah, definitely, that's true. And I don't know, I would find myself looking at the sky, for example, and I was just interested in planets all of a sudden, that there's other planets, and you know, there could be life out there.
Yeah.
Those kind of things got me really interested in space, essentially, and that's the planetary exploration part of it.
Since we promised some hot takes, what are your thoughts on the flat Earth theory, or theorem, I should say? Yet to be confirmed.
Oh man, I mean, it's a great theory.
Quite compelling, I think.
No, I mean, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah.
There's some community. I mean, it's always so funny looking at the memes of like, there's like a meme of, you know, like the flat Earth community on Twitter saying something, and then like, we have flat Earth community members all around the globe, and there's like, there's a comment saying, read that again slowly.
That was you, wasn't it?
No, it was definitely
yeah.
First one was yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
like and retweet.
I mean, hey, if there's no way, of course, there's no way. There's no way. Just open your eyes, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if any of the audience are watching this who are flat earthers. I don't want to say tune off, but
I don't think we're the right podcast for you.
No,
with all due respect.
With all due respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, asking you the same question actually.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah, let's start
when
with
you're
communication.
50 years old then, right?
I think I'll be in my mid-50s already.
Okay.
I mean, time really flies by. No, so I'm also currently 20, so I'll be 30 in 2033. And yeah, I'd say I'll most likely be either somewhere in the Anglosphere, so that could be anything from Canada, Australia, the US, maybe Britain, even though I'm not sure about that one, or then somewhere in the Nordic countries. I guess most likely Finland, because that would sort of be the obvious return, especially in the long run if I decide to have a family there.
I see.
Yeah, but I would appreciate the ability to speak English in my daily life if it wasn't another language in which I feel quite comfortable in. So Finnish mainly.
I mean, you obviously have family in Finland.
Yeah, I do.
Do you miss seeing your family?
I would say so. You sort of grow into it, so it's not something that I think about on a daily or even weekly basis. But yeah, I would say so.
Do your parents feel the same in terms of Finland being their, you know, true home, or do they not?
Yeah, sort of. I think most likely once my parents retire in 10, 20 years time, they're most likely going to go back to Finland.
I see.
Unless they want to go to Southern Europe and go nuts, but who knows?
Yeah. Fair. And then what would be your family situation be?
Yeah,
in terms of,
I'd say at the age of 30, I'd like to see myself probably in a long-term committed relationship. Doesn't have to be marriage necessarily, at least at that point. And yeah, I also definitely want kids, but not at the age of 30. I'm strongly of the belief that your 20s should continue into your mid-30s, and I think I'll just want to travel and see the world without the, I guess, burden of having children at a really young age.
Fair.
No offense to the parents out there. Like,
no
we are
offense.
very much pro-children in general.
I mean, we are the product of our parents. How could we be against parents?
Yeah. Cross product, not the dot product.
Oh, right. What was the third one again?
I believe
dream
career.
Job. Dream career, job, etc.
Yeah. So after my masters, I definitely see myself going into first maybe some big aerospace project just as a general engineer. But I feel like over the years, I'll definitely want to progress in that hierarchy, maybe towards something a bit more policy oriented. So to give advice and plot out strategies how to sort of, I guess, maximize humanity's impact and reach, while at the same time respecting the sort of untouchability of some parts of space, because it is nature in the end.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's an interesting point actually, because I do think that it's like in your early 20s, I heard this thing and I kind of how do you say, not resemble it, but I resonate with it. That's a better way to put it. It said something like, in your early 20s, you should work hard.
Yeah.
Like, just give it your all, because you have so much energy. When you're young, you're exuberant. You can just go at it. And as you get a little bit older, maybe in the late 20s, you start to work a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference that is actually quite valuable to distinguish.
Yeah.
And but work smarter, it means basically it doesn't mean you stop working hard. It just means you work better because you've essentially figured out how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you start to kind of optimize your, I guess, work in a way.
Yeah, you understand yourself, you understand other people better, you understand the industry.
Exactly.
You can be more valuable just as a person.
Yeah, you can do more than what you were doing before.
Absolutely.
And that's working smart. And that's cool to see.
Yeah.
Cool to hear. And I want to ask the fourth question to your list of questions.
Go on.
How old do you think you'll be in 10 years?
I believe I will be 30 years old and roughly 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
Good to know. It's a good question. I thought about it for a while actually.
Yeah.
But I also think I'll be around 30. It took me a while, but yeah. If you think about it properly, then it made sense to me.
Yeah, no, like aerospace engineering, it really doesn't teach us all of the necessary math skills for life. For example, addition, we had to Google that ourselves. Like that was tricky.
And they expected us to know it. Like it was really weird. Like But yeah, I mean, where do you see our friendship being in 10 years?
That's an excellent question, and I think that is definitely something I want to think about for a while.
5-minute break.
Yeah, just watch these ads for now. No, but I think we're definitely gonna keep in touch in 10 years' time. Obviously, a lot depends on whereabouts in the world we're gonna end up living at the time, but yeah, I think we're definitely gonna see each other, like, at least on a semi-regular basis. Regular if we live within, I don't know, a couple hundred kilometers from each other, which wouldn't be impossible, especially if we stay in like Central or Western Europe.
Yeah, like true. We just like revolve around each other, just go everywhere. Yeah.
But
would you come to Mars?
To Mars? I don't know. I feel like you might have to find some more people to take with you. Like then I might be able to come, but I can't make any guarantees right now.
I see. That's
fortunately.
But how do you actually find the idea of going to another planet? Do you think that's ever something
on a personal level or on a humanities?
On a personal level. Do you think you would ever want to do that yourself?
I don't think so, because I feel like it would be quite isolating to first of all be on the rocket for 8 to 9 months, at least on the way to Mars, which is I guess the most likely planet to sort of begin the space colonization from. Yeah, Moon maybe, but Mars personally I wouldn't think it's something that would be suitable for me. Like, even though I definitely am the type of person to appreciate my own space and having just some room to think to myself.
My own space. I see what you did there.
Only on the Copilot. I don't think 8 months of pure isolation would be something that I would personally enjoy.
I think that's respectable. It's a fair option. I mean, it is quite a lot of isolation.
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared to kind of let go of everything, knowing that there's a good chance you might just never come back.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to sign yourself up to a death sentence in a way.
Yeah.
of course, it depends on how valid the mission is and how successful it has been. But in essence, there's always risks involved. And we've seen so many sci-fi movies where clearly everything goes as planned, right?
And we've also studied a lot of case studies where things didn't exactly go according to the plan, which is, I think, a really valuable part of the aerospace engineering curriculum that we get here at TU Delft. The next message is sponsored by TU Delft, Faculty of Aerospace Engineering.
Don't say that word. They haven't paid us anything. I'm kidding.
Free advertising.
Say TU Delft. But it's interesting though. In I think 10 years, for sure, I guess it will be depending on where we are.
Yeah.
But I do see. I don't think I would hate you in 10 years.
Yeah.
Unless something really happens next coming.
Who knows? It could be maybe next Tuesday.
What's happening next Tuesday? Well, I hope nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, cause.
Go on.
Welcome to the silent part of the episode where we just talk about each other silently.
Yeah. So, come here often? You pod here often?
Welcome to the Copilots.
Okay, let's go.
Next, what I want to talk about is actually it was interesting. We have here other topics to talk about, but I want to get into something a bit different, something fun, because we're keeping it light. We talked about some serious stuff at the beginning, some philosophical stuff. Who do you think is your favorite or / best artist of the 2010s?
Yeah.
An artist in terms of
music producer, singer, songwriter.
It can be a rap artist, it can be hip hop, pop artist, it can be an artist essentially.
Yeah. Okay, I think I can definitely come up with a couple of names. I personally like Eminem. I think he's done tremendous things for the rap community. That's not to say I agree with the man's politics. Cut. No. That was my foot. I would have cut this one. Yeah, I definitely like Eminem. I'm also a fan of Adele, especially if you think 2010s. Like I feel like that was maybe her golden period.
Sure.
And who else? Yeah, I listen to all kinds of music, anything from like 1920s jazz to classical to rap, hip hop. Yeah.
Wouldn't you say Eminem has kind of fallen off in the late 2010s? He hasn't really produced much bangers, I would say.
Can you define a banger for me?
When the sunglasses come on, the hot takes come on.
Facts.
But I would say Eminem has been really prominent as in the early 2010s. For
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, up until like mid 2010s maybe.
I mean, I would say also for sure the last decade was even more prominent. The 2000s was Eminem.
Yeah, I think Mockingbird, personal take, Mockingbird still counts as a banger. It's not like Lose Yourself, but it's still
Lose Yourself. Yeah, Lose Yourself was a different kind of level.
Yeah, Love the Way You Lie, together with Rihanna.
Fair.
Good stuff.
But I would say for 2010s, like if I have to say the best artist, I think in terms of who has been consistently producing like hits after hits after hits without missing. Like there's not been one year where they have not had a hit, right? And then they kind of narrows it down for me because there's a lot of really good artists. Don't get me wrong, but they've had like they haven't been relevant in terms of having music hits for the whole 10 years, right? So
I think that's a hard benchmark though.
It's
very a lot of artists can't hit that, even if they're great.
That's true, and there's the artists who made maybe better music. They made one really good song that's still better than other songs in 10 years, but they haven't made 10 good songs. They made one great song.
Right.
But then I don't think that makes you great, like in terms of best, because to do it consistently, I think someone like Bruno Mars has done it really consistently and really well, because every album he drops, there's some couple good songs that are always hits.
Yeah.
And in terms of artistry, I mean, obviously he's a hip hop / pop artist.
Yeah.
And he is also really good at dancing. Have you seen the guy dance?
Yeah. Never live, but
Uptown Funk.
Yeah.
No, but like he got moves. He got moves. In his music videos, he got moves.
And would you also say that Uptown Funk is your favorite
Bruno Mars song?
Bruno Mars song, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good song. I mean, he has also other great songs. Like I think don't know what it was called, but it was something like
Don't sing.
Lazy. Something.
Yeah.
I think it's called Lazy. That's also a good one.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna sing. That's true.
Yeah.
But he had a recently good song as well. I think a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Or 1 year ago.
Yeah.
But he, even in COVID era, he was really producing hits. Personally, I would say Bruno Mars is my guy.
Yeah. That's
Who would have to put if you had to put one person? Because you mentioned Adele, you mentioned Eminem.
Yeah, I feel like I personally I just know more of Eminem's productions from that time period. Yeah, I guess I'd have to say him. That being said, I also listen to a lot of techno, and I know there's quite some big names that only became prominent in the late 2010s.
Yeah.
So I think crowning them for the entire decade wouldn't exactly do justice to those that were grinding throughout the decade.
Actually, yeah.
I like Avicii, but obviously he passed away sadly in 2018.
That's true.
Martin Garrix, Alan Walker, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of great techno that emerged in the early to mid 2010s as well.
Yeah, I want to actually think, not to be offensive, but like, so Martin Garrix, right? Has he produced any good songs lately?
In the last couple of years, I can't really name.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
That's just me living my life, not looking for it, just seeing if it comes.
Like Animals, for example, that dropped like 5 years ago, maybe more.
No, I think 2013.
2013.
It's really long.
Already been a decade.
Yeah, it's been really long.
Yeah.
Really long. That's why, I mean, he has really good songs, but I know you're from the Netherlands, but what are you doing, Martin?
Yeah, exactly. Hit us up though. We'd love to have you for the pod. Yeah, clearly you're not busy producing music, so might as well.
Do you know how much that guy charges though per show? It's interesting because last year I organized this party at our faculty, which was for 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And I was in charge of getting all the artists and all the music and all the DJ for the party. And I was trying to. First, I had no perception of who we can afford. Pretty much, we didn't have like too much of a budget.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to drop the numbers, I would say I had about around 3.5K, right? 3,500 euros
for the entire party for the 1,000 people that were gonna be.
Just for the artists.
Just for the artists.
Just for the artists.
Yeah. Okay.
And this was do you remember how the duration was? I think it was from.
I think 9 p.m. until 3 a.m.
3
so
a.m.,
6 hours in total.
6 hours in total.
Yeah.
And we had 2 stages.
Yeah.
Roughly, so around 12 hours of music. Yeah. And I remember, having 2.5K and wanted to spend it with some popular artists. And I was looking into the possibility of, really big artists like Martin Garrix.
Yeah.
Just looking, because I had no idea at the time. Per show, this guy costs around 300,000 euros.
So it's like, would you like a house or would you like a Martin Garrix?
Yeah.
One of them is a long-term investment, and for the other one, you need insurance.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you. He's gonna hear this and be really.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm kidding, Martin. We love you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. There was a lot of money, and he doesn't do it per hour.
Yeah.
It's per show.
Yeah.
And that's very expensive. I mean.
But the thing is, if we do well with the podcast, in a few years, we're actually going to be able to afford to have him here.
Yeah. Speaking of guests, actually.
Yeah.
Would we be down to have any guests on the podcast?
I think so, especially for those episodes when we're celebrating something. So I believe maybe the 10th episode. Yeah. In Dutch, we have this term called a lustrum, fill in the blank. So we could have, say, lustrum episodes every 10th episode, for example.
That's true.
And it's sort of like just a celebratory gesture to commemorate all of the hours that we've sacrificed for the sake of the show.
I see. But I meant having a guest on the podcast, as in they're part of it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of course.
Fair.
Yeah, that is indeed what I mean. And yeah, I think most likely we're just going to start off by inviting some of our friends that might be interested in joining. Yeah. Sharing their hot takes on us as people.
Sure.
And then, who knows, maybe later on we can get some more influential people as well. And that's not to say that our friends aren't influential.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, moving on, I guess that's something to look
Yeah, moving on can be tricky. Especially when you can't take a hint.
What kind of hint?
I don't even know.
Can you stop doing so much? I'm kidding. We can have a maximum of 5, I think, per episode or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, Life of an aerospace engineering student.
Yeah.
How does that?
Dude, let's just say it for another episode.
Alright. Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Is there nothing else?
Being an international identity.
I
We can talk more about artists actually. I think that's going somewhere.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the theme. Right. But yeah, apart from that, artists. I mean, what are your favorite films actually?
Yeah, okay, that's an excellent question. I am a big fan of, say, like maybe late 20th century Hollywood productions, like classics like Schindler's List, Forrest Gump, Truman Show.
Forrest Gump is a good one.
It is. Yeah, no, I just feel like maybe 1980s, 1990s, that is when at least American cinematography really hit its peak. And ever since it's been in slight and sometimes more rapid decline.
I see.
Yeah, another hot take.
How do you like the apples? That was a good period.
Yeah. Good
Matt Damon.
Yeah, no, Matt Damon, exquisite actor. He was great in the Martian.
He was great in Martian.
The Rain Man as well. It's
I've seen that one as well. It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah, no, Matt Damon is definitely one of my favorite actors, I'd have to say.
Yeah. He's been in have you seen The Martian actually?
Yeah, of course.
It was a good movie. It's a really good movie.
Yeah,
I would say.
Ooh, Shawshank Redemption, another great movie. I think that's from like maybe 1960s, 1970s. It's quite old.
But you're mentioning a lot of movies, man.
Yeah.
I want one favorite movie. You have to give it up. You can't say everything. You know? No participation medals here. One movie to watch the rest of your life. Your favorite one.
Okay, I'm gonna be thinking about that when you answer the question as well.
Is that even allowed?
I guess so.
Alright.
I say it's
I have a movie, so I'll start you off. I would say one singular movie. Interstellar was a really good movie. I like Interstellar. It was a really, I mean, from the cinematography to the music,
the music
Hans Zimmer, it was good. It was really good. I mean, for a movie, there have been other really good movies, so it's hard. I'm not saying, it's just my favorite movie. There has been other more interesting movies like, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Time, Inception. That's been an interesting one.
What do you think about Titanic? As you mentioned Leonardo. I
mean, Oscar worthy, really.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's a decent movie.
I think so as well.
Did you know, actually, fun fact, that the Titanic movie had actually it cost more to make the movie than to make the ship.
That is ironic.
Adjusted to the inflation prices.
Yeah, obviously.
Which is really fun.
Yeah.
And they released a new Titanic ship, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Just I think a couple of years ago to commemorate the 100-year anniversary.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think my singular pick for my favorite film of all time is gonna hurt, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Shawshank Redemption. I would say Schindler's List, but it's just too sad. It's a great movie, great acting, but I think Shawshank Redemption, it's beautiful how it sort of captures the development of American society over pretty much all of the earlier 20th century. So it's just a beautiful film. Great acting.
I have not seen that one.
Yeah, I highly recommend. How about, do you have any movies that you thought that you liked at the time, but now reflecting back on them, you're like, why did I actually find that so good?
There are movies that I thought were really good. Like, as in, before I watched them, I thought they would be really good.
Right.
And then they didn't turn out, like, I basically got too bored to watch it, actually.
Yeah.
People really like, I don't know if you know it or like it, Kill Bill.
I think I've seen Kill Bill.
You have seen it.
It's not 100% sure though.
I think the genre is something like, was it like some kind of investigation or like some kind of murder mystery type thing?
Yeah. And
I heard really good things about it. People said like, it's really good. I should watch it. I got so bored of that. Like I was 10 minutes in. Okay, maybe I watched 20 minutes, but it was painful for me to get watch it. I was just like, I couldn't watch it anymore. Yeah. I couldn't. It was. And that very rarely happens. Like I'm like able to survive at least 45 minutes, but I don't know. I didn't enjoy it too much. Yeah. Okay. I see. But watch it. I got so bored of that. Like I was 10 minutes in. Okay, maybe I watched 20 minutes, but it was painful for me to get watch it. I was just like, I couldn't watch it anymore. Yeah. I couldn't. It was. And that very rarely happens. Like I'm like able to survive at least 45 minutes, but I don't know. I didn't enjoy it too much.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But yeah, like watch it. I got so bored of that. Like
Yeah.
I was 10 minutes in. Okay, maybe I watched 20 minutes, but it was painful for me to get watching. I was just like, I couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It was. And that very rarely happens. Like I'm like able to survive at least 45 minutes, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't enjoy it too much.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But yeah, like watch it. I got so bored of that. Like
Yeah.
I was minutes in. Okay, maybe I watched 20 minutes. It was painful for me to get watching. I was just like, couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It was. And that very rarely happens. Like I'm like able to survive at least 45 minutes, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't enjoy it too much.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But yeah, like watch it. I got so bored of that. Like
Yeah.
I was 10 minutes in. Okay, maybe I watched 20 minutes. It was painful for me to get watching. I was just like, I couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It was. And that very rarely happens. Like I'm like able to survive at least 45 minutes, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't enjoy it too much.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But yeah, like watch it. I got so bored of that. Like
Yeah.
I was 10 minutes in. Okay, maybe I watched 20 minutes. It was painful for me to get watching. I was just like, I couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It was. And that very rarely happens. Like I'm like able to survive at least 45 minutes, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't enjoy it too much.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But yeah, like watch it. I got so bored of that. Like
Yeah.
I was 10 minutes in. Okay, maybe I watched 20 minutes. It was painful for me to get watching.